The 2023 NFL Draft had it all.
I think I made Patrick a little nervous.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Patrick,
no.
Yeah, Patrick peed on me.
Today, we present to you the most awkward instances that occurred during draft weekend in KC. Will Levis and family have a long, painful wait. Kentucky Wildcats signal caller Will Levis was widely expected to be a top 5 or top 10 selection in the draft. Well, I can honestly say that it was a bit of a surprise when Levis went undrafted through the top 10 picks. Quarterbacks Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, and Anthony Richardson were 3 of the top 4 selections after all. So surely someone with a mid-first round pick like the Washington Commanders, Detroit Lions, or Tampa Bay Buccaneers would pick Levis, right? Well, no, unfortunately. The Kansas City Chiefs used the final selection of round 1 on Felix Anudike-Uzomah, all but ensuring that Levis would officially fall out of the first round. The cameras kept focusing on Levis, his girlfriend Gia Duddy, and his family through day 1 of the draft, and it was pretty excruciating to watch. You couldn't help but feel sorry for Levis and his loved ones. I mean, absolutely nobody saw this fall coming. In fact, it was pretty reminiscent of Aaron Rodgers in 2005, but hey, at least he was still a first-round pick. The good news is, Levis's painful wait finally ended when the Tennessee Titans traded up to select him 33rd overall. Hey, I guess better late than never. And here's to hoping things work out for the kid in Music City. Lions draft room goes nuts over a huge first-round reach. Detroit stunned everybody when they took Alabama running back Jahmyr Gibbs with the number 12 selection. Not many folks thought Gibbs was a worthy first-round pick, let alone a top 15 selection. So yeah, it was a little weird to see them get so fired up after committing one of the biggest draft reaches in recent memory. The Lions have done things much differently than everybody else. Detroit fans better hope that, in this case, it works out in their favor. Zay Flowers' unfamiliarity with the AFC North. Baltimore got a much-needed weapon for Lamar in Boston College wideout Zay Flowers at number 22 overall. This came just weeks after the Ravens bolstered the receiving corps by signing former Pro Bowler Odell Beckham Jr. The vibes were great in Baltimore following the draft, but someone might want to tell Flowers to familiarize himself with the AFC North.
Zay, how excited are you to play in the AFC North?
Honestly, I don't even know who in the AFC North.
Bengals, Steelers, Browns, and Ravens.
Oh yeah, that's lit. We got some good games and some good corners too. But now that you named the teams, I'm excited. I'm really excited.
We're sure the Pittsburgh Steelers, Cincinnati Bengals, and Cleveland Browns took note of this. They're probably looking forward to introducing themselves to the young wideout in 2023. Giants HC Brian Dable ripping the pen. We suppose Union Station in Kansas City doesn't have a no smoking policy of any kind, but you know, if there is a policy, then New York Giants head coach Brian Dable, the 2022 NFL Coach of the Year, does not care for it one bit. Hey, I guess sometimes you just need to take the edge off on draft day. It's a very stressful time. The Colts Abominable Snowman fan. Can someone explain to us why there was an abominable snowman creature representing the Indianapolis Colts at the draft in Kansas City? It's more random than the end of Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Come on, back!
The Colts sent a fan dressed up in a snowman-like costume to announce the team's number 138 selection in round 5, which turned out to be South Carolina cornerback Darius Rush.
The Indianapolis Colts select Darius Rush! Woo!
This fired-up fan made sure to make the most of their 7 or so seconds of fame, and it provided us one of the funniest, albeit most awkward moments of draft night.
He haunted my dreams in my past. Not Darius
or
Rush.
the guy?
Batman?
No, the Abominable Snowman.
That is a very interesting way of being introduced to the NFL, huh, Darius? Leave this Falcons fan alone. The 28-3 jokes are always going to hurt Atlanta's fans' feelings. Just like they did to this Falcons fan who had the honors of announcing the team's pick of DeMarco Hellams in round 7 at number 224 overall.
Atlanta Falcons select DeMarco Hellams.
No.
Defensive back, Alabama.
But someone in the crowd chirped the fan, great suit by the way, with a 28-3 joke. Needless to say, this guy was not in the mood for it.
28-3, good one. We've heard that before.
man just live his life and enjoy his brief moment of fame on national television?
I'm assuming that came from the New England section down in the orchestra pit.
Absolutely.
Lucas Van Ness's dad should know better. The Green Bay Packers moved up 2 spots from 15 to 13 via the New York Jets thanks to the Aaron Rodgers blockbuster trade. With the number 13 pick, the Packers took Iowa's Lucas Van Ness to bolster an already stout front seven. But of course, Van Ness getting drafted is not the reason that he lands on this list. Rather, it was the strange instance in which cameras caught his father touching the behind of Van Ness's girlfriend. Yeah, what a weird and inexcusable way to steal the moment from your son. Dalton Kincaid, dude, where's my cap? The Buffalo Bills used the number 25 selection on Utah tight end Dalton Kincaid, adding yet another prolific weapon to the Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs-led offense. After his name was called, a smiling Kincaid patiently waited for the so-called hat guy to find a Buffalo cap to hand to him. The guy awkwardly kept flipping through all sorts of different team hats for several moments before Kincaid was finally awarded the proper one. Even the Bills' Twitter account noticed the mishap. Being a good sport and all, Kincaid was able to poke fun at the blooper while speaking to the media, teasing the hat guy by saying that he had one job.
I see you finally got the hat. Somebody was playing 3-part mileage with that hat yesterday. You know, it was a process like on trying to find that hat.
I mean, yeah, the hat guy, that's what we've been calling him the last 12 hours. He had one job, but the trade might have thrown it off a little bit. He was rotating the hats pretty consistently, and no one really knew who I was on the phone with when I was on the phone. So he got me the hat finally, but it made for a pretty cool memory.
Buffalo actually traded up 2 spots with the Jacksonville Jaguars to select Kincaid, so let's pardon the cap man for taking an extra few moments to the Bills hat. A fan undercover for Roger Goodell? It's a popular tradition for fans to boo the commissioner of any league at the draft, especially Roger Goodell. It's no secret that the long-tenured NFL commissioner isn't exactly popular with the average fan, especially New Orleans Saints supporters, and that obviously goes back to the NOLA no-call controversy in the 2018 NFC Championship game against the Los Angeles Rams. During the broadcast for Day 2 of the NFL Draft, a fan was seen holding up a Clown Goodell t-shirt. But if you look closely in this clip, you'll notice another fan telling the holder of their Clown Goodell shirt, "Don't do that." This led to speculation among fans that Goodell planted a spy or league staffer of some sort to sabotage any potential backlash towards the league commissioner. So I'm gonna get Sherlock Holmes on the case as soon as possible. Please, we need to get to the bottom of this. Sean Payton hits the bong? Do you think Sean Payton enjoyed his return to the NFL and the draft after a 1-year hiatus? I mean, smoking out a bong would strongly suggest so.
Pull it out when you're done. Yeah? Anyhow.
Keep going. Keep going.
You're the man. Yeah, you are.
It's probably a good time to mention that Colorado was one of the first states to legalize marijuana. Hey, enjoy your time in Colorado, Sean. Bengals superfan seizes the moment. Bengals Fan of the Year Phil Amrain had the honors of announcing the team's 4th-round pick at number 131 overall, which turned out to be Purdue wideout Charlie Jones. But Amrain wanted to make the very most of his brief moment on national television, and rightfully so.
It's heads. AFC, pack your bags. You're coming to the city by the river.
This was in reference to the NFL stating that a coin flip could have been used to determine a tiebreaker scenario between the Bengals and Ravens for postseason seeding. Amrain then passionately announced the Bengals pick, putting a beautiful cherry on top of his hilarious moment.
Who they think gonna beat them Bengals?
All right, the Fan of the Year comes with props and picks.
Peyton switched everybody.
So much for a dog being a man's best friend. With the 2023 draft over, NFL Network analyst and draft guru Daniel Jeremiah wrapped up what was probably his busiest weekend of the year. But this cute little dog named Patrick would not let Mr. Jeremiah get off so easy. During the draft, Jeremiah had some fun by introducing Patrick the dog as an NFL draft prospect.
Patrick tracks the ball very well, is extremely loyal. But I've got to be honest. There's some character concerns here.
Is that character concerns, or did Patrick just not receive proper potty training?
Patrick peed on me. Absolutely peed on me. And I'm going to be honest with you, Rich. The Blue Man Group just moved up a notch on my ranking.
Oh, no. What other awkward moments from the 2023 NFL Draft should we have included on our list? Let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps out a ton. And hey, we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.